with Tile Magazine, and with me today is Dana Teague of Informa Markets, the show's organizer for the International Surface event, which is being held from February 1st to 3rd, which is only 2 weeks away. Can we believe this, Dana?
Can not. I'm excited.
I'm so excited as well. So maybe you can tell us a little bit more about what we can expect this year.
Great. We're like I said, we're really excited. We are eagerly anticipating TISE 2022. It's hard to believe we just did it 6 months ago, and now we're turning around and we will be back at Mandalay Bay, like you said, February the 1st through the 3rd. And we have lots of new things planned, lots of exciting things planned.
So I know a lot of focus was placed on the education this year. Specific courses developed for flooring professionals, tile professionals, stone professionals. How about the tile sector? What are some things that tile professionals can expect this year?
Yeah, like you said, the advisory council spent a lot of time before. It was kind of, we divided it by suits, creatives. So everything was kind of combined. This year, the advisory council took a really hard look at each of the demographics. So surfaces, Tile Expo and Stone Expo, and looking at those demographics, developed content specifically for them. And so the tile group will find content specifically for them. So installing narrow tile, and then followed up by on-floor demonstrations of the specific type of installing those particular tile formats. So I think it's really great that you can hear the didactic and then go down to the floor and see it in action. So I think they did a really wonderful job of developing the education programs. Also, another thing for the tile professional is I'm looking at my notes here, CTI, which is the training arm of CTEF, is doing a certification in their booth. They've already selected the installers. And so they will be working throughout. And so you can come by and see them do their work, which that's always fun to see the professionals in action. So that will be on Wednesday, February the 2nd in their booth. So so we'll be eagerly looking forward to that.
That's always exciting. I love stopping by and seeing them in action, spreading the grout and the mortar, installing all different types of tile. That's a staple of the show. So I'm really excited to see that.
Yeah. I mean, they're true artisans. I love watching that.
Absolutely. And I know also part of the education this year is the Women's Leadership Conference. So that's brand new this year. Super excited because we're both females and both in the industry. So what's going to happen at that conference?
Yeah, it is new this year, and we are expecting between 60 to 70 women, which is great for a first time event. And that is taking place on Monday, January the 31st. Going over January to February, that gets a little confusing. So that'll be from 1 to 5 will be the session. It'll cover mentorship, leadership. Men are also invited to attend. And then it's going to be followed up by a reception from 5 to 7 in the foundation room. So again, very exciting for a first time event. Speaking of first timers, we have a first timers reception, because as you know, it's a little overwhelming to come to an event such as TISE for the first time. And so there is a first timers reception, networking reception going on the first night, which will be Tuesday, February the 1st from 5 to 7. And that will be in the 1923 Prohibition Bar, which is in Mandalay Place. And so it'll be first timers, and then also some of our what we're calling ambassadors. And we don't want to call them old timers, but people who've been to the event for many years. And so they will be there as well as some emerging professionals. And so I'm kind of pairing them up. And so it'll be a great time for the first timers to kind of interact with people who've been there for many years, to learn how to navigate the show in the best way, whether it be on the floor or through education, or just to meet people who've been in the industry for a long time, to get tips and tricks on best practices. So we think that'll be a wonderful evening, and that's already sold out with about 150 people. So very exciting. So that's one of the things that we're really looking at, in addition to products on the floor and a wonderful education program are communities. So, we've got the women, we have the first timers, and the emerging professionals are the communities within the floor covering industry, and how can we best serve them? And so if, anybody has any other communities that you're interested in us helping to nurture, let us know. And, we can set up networking events. We could look at education for you. And so we're all about the communities within the floor covering industry.
I was gonna say, so many outlets and so much happening. So great to hear. And for anybody that's worried about the safety precautions that are being taken, maybe you can tell a little bit more to ease people's minds as to what's going to be happening at the show.
Yeah, we are working very hard, very diligently with our partners as well as the venue to make sure that we can come together in a safe environment while we're still having fun. But the Mandalay Bay is GBAC star accredited, and GBAC only recognizes those facilities who have met very stringent practices. Yeah. And so, they put the health and safety of their guests at the highest priority. And so they have ventilation systems that have passed certain criteria. And so that's very important to Informa. Informa has medically vetted policies that we follow, and using those criteria that we were able to put on about 50 events last year. So that was great. And they were all put together in a safe environment. And so we're looking forward to 2022, and I applaud some of our other partners, Mohawk and Shaw, and the regional flooring events that just happened. They were all safe and had great events. And so we're looking forward to having our own in the next 2 weeks. So
yes, super looking forward to it. Even if we have to wear masks, that's all.
Even if we have to wear a mask, yes. And we ask that everyone do that so that we can all remain safe and still do business, because that's what's important. The industry needs to move forward, and we need to do it in a safe environment.
I couldn't have said it better, Dana. Well, I'm so excited. And in case you guys didn't hear in the beginning, the International Service Event is being held from February 1st to the 3rd at the Mandalay Bay Convention Center. I want to thank you for joining us, Dana, and again, mention how excited we are here at TILE to attend the show, and can't wait to see what's new.
Can't wait to welcome you there.